That happened last time as well. That's embarrassing.
Ooh.
Okay. This time I will wait to see if it is actually showing the video before I start yapping again.
Yikes. We lost some aura
Embarrassing!
there. Embarrassing.
Powers declined.
Beefy jinkies.
Come on, bro. Hurry up,
Dude's calling you late freak, fake freak in there.
bruh. At least I'm here. You should be happy I'm here, bro. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? Today we're going to be going through season submissions. I'm joined by Metal Sentry, fellow jailbreak YouTuber,
Hey
and
guys.
we're going to be going through and rating stuff based on how likely they are to make it into the game. If it gets a 1 out of 10, that means we think it's very unlikely to win. If it gets a 10 out of 10, that means we think it's basically guaranteed. And if we get that prediction wrong, then you can laugh at us every single day and make fun of us for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, please, like, when the season comes out, just comment below telling us that we are wrong and that we're
Yeah,
stupid.
yes, because we need to know that. Alrighty. Um, let's go ahead and get started by talking about everyone's favorite set of items, the furniture.
Woo!
So first up from Diamond King '09, we have the cruiser bed. So
Hmm.
I'll go through a couple pictures real quick. I'll zoom in. So yeah, what do you think, sir?
Um, going with like the theme jungle adventure. I imagine this is like made after like a boat in a swamp, perhaps. That's really like corresponding with the theme. That's really all I'm getting. And I'm not so sure because I think I saw other like furniture submissions that were like probably more likely. I'm not so sure because it is a good build, very good. I say it fits with the jailbreak art style, but
Or stuff that you
yeah,
feel would be more likely to win?
yeah. Because I'm
Okay.
thinking other bed submissions have like won in the past, but I don't know. I think
Yeah,
this
I
has to
think
be
it's
up to you.
solid. It looks pretty good. And yeah, they have added beds before, so it wouldn't surprise me if they added, but I feel like there's going to be some pretty competitive furniture. So right now, I think we should
Mhm.
give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, next up from Magnifidude, we have the Jungle Armory.
Hmm.
Okay,
This
I'm gonna be real. I don't think this one's gonna win. I think I'm gonna rate it pretty low. How about you?
Yeah, me too. Like the modeling. Okay, one, the swords are incongruent with how the actual swords in the game look. Plus, the model does look a little bit flat.
Yeah, and I do not believe they have ever added any furniture like this, which has a bunch of items stuck onto it that you can't really use in the main game. And
Yeah,
this also doesn't have
the
that
only
many
armor,
upvotes.
yeah, the only armory furnitures that we have are the ones that you can use.
Yep,
Like you can actually put like weapons and items up there. So yeah, I agree. This is probably pretty low.
I think it's a 2 out of 10 because I really don't see them picking this.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, make sure to leave your ratings in the chat along with me. Okay. Let's go to the next one, which is another machete
Yeah, kind of the
holder.
same thing.
Yep, the exact same thing, pretty much. So 2 out of 10 for this as well. Big mistake. I'm sorry. It was a big mistake to make this submission because they don't seem to add stuff like this. It's not a, listen,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was a big mistake to make this at all because I don't think it's a bad looking creation here.
Yeah, there compared to the other one, this actually has some color variation in the display, but still in my opinion, it's incongruent with the pirate cutlass, the sword that we have in the game that's usable.
Yep.
So, Yeah, I'd have to rate this pretty low too.
Then we've got the banana chandelier from Big Mistake, and this does not seem to be a big mistake because it actually fits the theme of the season well, and it's rather
It
unique.
does.
Plus, it
Mhm.
has decent amount of support. So,
Um,
what do you think about this?
in my opinion, if you could like go back to the other images, I'm not so sure about those like how those leaves look. It does look mm, the way it's shaped isn't really like I mean, I guess it's not supposed to be natural. So it's supposed to be like manufactured furniture, but still I feel like it could be a lot more jungly if you catch my drift.
Oh yeah, I see that. I see what you mean, but even then, he can't really put that many details into it.
True. Yeah, furnitures do have like their limitations with that, but I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, I think it's fine, and for the furniture so far, it seems to be decently competitive. I would give it a 6 out of 10. I think that's
I'd
how much of a
personally
chance.
I give it a 5 because it has
Okay.
both like the jungle greenery and like the banana stuff. So, yeah.
Honestly, I wish he put a picture of it in an actual apartment because that would have made it like give
Yeah.
a better idea of what it would look like. Then we've got the DIY bed furniture. Um, I
I
think I like this more than this, the cruiser bed. I think this one looks a bit cooler. I like that it has a
Yeah,
bunch
me
of leaves and
too.
stuff. But
Yeah, it's
support
very
wise,
like
yeah,
oh, you want me to
finish.
go? Yeah. My bad, my bad.
It's okay, sir.
Yeah, I just like it because I like the texturing with the leaves, and I like the idea that this is like a man-made bed that someone made in the jungle. Fits the theme like a charm.
Yeah, I would say I like it a lot, but the main thing that would be a limitation is the upvote count because it's not as high as some other furniture. So I
Mhm.
think I'll go with a 5 out of 10 on this one because sometimes they might add things that are less upvoted, but
I don't really think the likelihood for things being added to seasons aren't really dependent on upvotes that much. So I'm gonna have to, I'd give this 6.5 out of 10 if we're using like point like decimal rankings.
sure.
Maybe even 7. So,
hmm Next up is the provisional shelter furniture. And I like this one, but I don't think it's as good as the bed which this guy made. And this one also doesn't have much support. So this one I don't think is gonna win. I think I'll give it a 3 out of 10.
yeah, I feel like it's kind of the same thing for with like the previous furniture in my opinion. It's the exact
Yeah.
same idea, so I'm gonna have to give it like a pretty similar ranking.
Yep. Okay, next up is the gold bell. And again from Doksu, this one has very, very small amount of upvotes. So I don't see any shot this one wins. I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 10.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is a kind of cool idea, and I think if the developers were to make it a tiny bit more cool, if you like damaged it or like clicked on it, like interacted with it, it would make like a gong sound.
That would be very
That'd be kind
cool.
of cool. Yeah,
Yeah, but I doubt
but
that would happen.
yeah, I'm inclined to give this like a 4 or 3. But yeah.
Yep. Next up is the vine bed from Spirited Jacket. This one I actually think is pretty good as well. Um,
Mhm.
it's a bit too vague to be a bed, but I don't really think that's too big of an issue. Main thing is the
Yeah.
upvotes aren't as high as a couple other furnitures.
Yeah, it's a bit strange for it to be a wall furniture, but yeah, I don't think it's not bad.
Yep.
But in terms of likelihood, I'm not so sure because it's got pretty steep competition.
I think I will go with 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have from Dr. Radium, The Lost Jungle Idol. Indiana
Ooh.
Jones in Jailbreak.
This one's got some nice detail.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I don't think I'd be the biggest fan of it. 'Cause just another furniture that's kind of there, and you don't really interact with it at all.
Yeah. In terms of being a thing in a house, it doesn't really make that much sense.
Yeah, but I do think it's pretty cool, and I like the donut on it.
Yeah.
I think I'll go with the 7 on this one. I think this has a pretty good shot.
Yeah. I give it a 6.
Okay. Internal server error from what?
Uh-oh.
Bruh. There we go.
There we
Again,
go.
from Dr. Radium, we have the Tiki Trap, and this has flying arrows. Okay.
Mm. I
I,
saw this one,
uh-huh.
and it's pretty interesting because it's another defense item for your home. But they don't have they, like, added anything of that sort in recent times?
Nope. Last thing was in 2021. It was a spike bookshelf.
Yeah, and I guess going alongside that, like, beyond that, we also had the teleporters,
Yep.
which are another, like, useful thing for homes. So I'm not so sure because this gives an advantage, like,
I
in
think
terms of
it's more
gameplay.
likely that if they do add it, they wouldn't add the arrows. It would just be a wall decoration.
Yeah.
I would go because of the upvote count and the support for this one. I think I'll go 8 or 9. I think I'll go with 9 on this one. If they do add the arrows coming out, that would be awesome. I really hope they do that. But even if they don't, I still think this would be a decent furniture because it kind
It
of spices
would.
up the wall a little bit.
Yeah, there are people who are into this, like, kind of, like, tribal mask stuff, so
Yeah.
people would like that, and the designs look very good,
Yep.
so, yeah.
Then we have the Bedemo Tiki Stack. This
A lot
one
of these
also has a lot of upvotes.
yeah, a lot of these are made by the same person. Kinda same thing with
Yes.
the last one, very tribal decorative stuff, and people are into that, so
And it shoots fire if they wanted to make it defensive.
mhm.
I love Asibo's. Asibo's got the tug sticky out. That's crazy.
Oh, uh
I think I'd also rate this one pretty high. I don't know between what do you think they would add, the Tiki Trap or Demo
I
Tiki
think
Stack?
they'd add the tiki trap,
Yeah, I think they would add that as
maybe.
well. But I do think this one is pretty competitive, so I would give it an 8 out of 10.
True, yeah.
Oh wait, why are we on tires, bro?
Why are we're not there yet.
We just have 2 more furnitures. We have from Spirited Jacket, the log sofa. I actually like this idea. I'm not sure if I love how it was executed. I especially don't really seem to care for these fine textures. Um,
Just imagine sitting in this, how that would
yeah.
feel. Ugh.
What do you think of this
Uh,
one?
the design, I like the texturing, I like the modeling, but competition is pretty steep. I'm more inclined to say, like, the leaf bed has more of a chance.
Yeah, I would go with maybe a 4 out of 10 on this. What do you think?
Uh, 4 or 5, yeah.
Bro, Red, what do you mean it's not fitting the theme? It's a log. It's a
Yeah,
log, bro.
it's a, like,
What jungles do you go to?
grassy log. Exactly.
Then lastly, from Spirited Jacket again, we have the log lamp furniture. I like this one. I think
Hmm,
it's a good idea and it's creative enough and I think it's done well.
yeah, Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this one,
Hmm.
so
Again, not big fan of the vine textures, but it's not the worst thing.
yeah, they sort of like cut off at the end, but then again, like in the trade world, you have like the vine textures that also don't really look that great in my opinion.
Yep,
So it's kind of in line with that. It looks like this looks like something a Asimo would make, in my opinion.
bro, that's crazy.
It's a compliment. It fits with Jailbreak.
What do you think we should give it in terms of rating? How likely do you think it
Uh,
is?
how likely? Maybe a 6 or a 7. That's like my sweet spot. That's my comfort zone
Okay.
in terms of ranking.
Am I lagging, bro? Chat, tell me if I'm lagging.
Am I lagging? I'm probably the one that's lagging. I
No,
don't
you're not
know.
lagging.
Okay.
Um, I think I'll go with maybe a 6 on this one. I cut out,
Sounds about right.
bruh.
Dang.
Okay, so furniture, let's go through them quickly again. So I think for sure they're gonna add one of Dr. Radium's things. I think they'll add the Tiki Trap or the Bedimo Tiki Stack. So
Yeah, because
they'll pick one, but not both of these.
yeah, they submitted like a quite a bit of items. So, and they are all like really good. So, that's what I think.
Put them on tier list, dog. Dog, I did not have enough time to make one. I gotta take a screenshot of every single item when I can't even get all these tabs to load. It's too much work, bro. Oh yeah, and no good nicks in the chat. 3 out of 10 season theme.
Eh.
We're about to beat the villain season as the worst modern season yet. Bro, I think the
Ooh.
most recent season already beat that because I was not a big fan of the
Yeah.
pixel season.
Yeah. Yeah. And really, yeah, the ones that were like chosen for that season weren't honestly that great.
Yep. So yeah, anyway, what I was saying is they're gonna pick one of these and then I think they could pick the log lamp as well. So maybe I'll raise my
Yeah.
rating on this to maybe a 7. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and discuss the tires, which I know all of you guys
Okay.
love. First up, we have the Jungle Ruins from Yamels.
This one, I think it was kind of like expected for this season. Like you could predict that this kind of rim would be they're not rim. This kind of tire would be submitted for the season. Of course, it's like ruins, the rocky like texture with the vines that are a little bit too subtle in my opinion, but it very much fits the season of like jungles and ancient temples and things like that.
Yep. I would, if this was like season 25 submissions, I would probably have given this a 10 out of 10. But last season they did not add a tire like template, even though I thought they would. So they might not do it
Yeah,
here. So I would give this maybe an 8 out of 10. I think it's super likely, but not guaranteed.
yeah, true. I feel like because like for the previous season, there was like a lot of like voxel tires.
Yeah.
And we're thinking about it now, I think that the reason for any voxel tires not being added was because we already had the brick set tires, which could theoretically, if someone were to think about it, would also fit that theme. So it'd be kind of repetitive.
I don't know if it was because of that. I think it was probably just because they would have been too weird to add, or like they would have been a bit too complex. I
Maybe.
give it a 2 out of 5 mossy stone bricks. Bro, Nick, you gotta put your hatred for Yamels to the side, bro.
What is the hatred for your Yamel? Is he an op? They an op?
Yeah, he's Nick's op.
That's crazy.
I would, yeah, so I'll go with 8 out of 10. What are you gonna go with?
Um, that's similar. Or
Okay.
seven, probably more seven.
Bet.
just because of the criticisms I had for it.
Next up is the Mosaic Jungle tire sticker. This is a pretty good idea, actually. I would not have thought of doing this. I can't really
Yeah.
see it that well, though. I don't think I like this design that much.
Yeah. Like if you were to show it to somebody, I'm not that sure that they would get what it is right off the
Yeah,
bat.
it's good,
So,
but Asimo ain't gonna add tire stickers anymore. True, I don't think he's added tire stickers for a season in quite a while. So for this
yeah,
season,
that's what
I would
I
give it a
thought.
2.
Same here.
All right, next up. Oh yeah, and Nick said he don't like Yamels because Yamels makes cosmetic slop and nothing else.
Cosmetic slop is crazy. I mean, I agree that we should have like a tiny bit more substance added to the game, but they're not doing that right now, so we'll take what we can get.
Yeah, for what it's worth, Yamels, I think 50% of his stuff is pretty good. 50% is slop-ish, but I
Mm,
respect that he actually puts in the grind. Because
yeah,
me,
whatever pays the bills.
I'm just evaluating stuff, okay? If I tried, I would not be nearly as good as him in
Mm-hmm.
Blender. Anyway, next up we have the Safari tires from Eggnog, the goat. And these are pretty fun.
Hmm.
I'm digging these, but if they were to add one for this season, I think they'd add something more unique to the season, like the Jungle Ruins tire. This one they might put in like a safe or in the garage.
Yeah, sounds about right because this goes to the monster truck. This is like
Yeah,
for the first time, someone actually made proper monster truck rims. So, not for this season, but I totally see this being added to the base game. Might even be like just base like purchasable and obtainable.
yeah. So I would give this a 3 out of 10. I don't think it'll be added as part of the season. Maybe a 4 out of 10. There's a chance, I guess, but I think it's more likely it would get added as a obtainable.
Yeah. What's your rating for the likelihood of it being added for an obtainable?
I don't know, maybe 5 or 6, because I don't know if they're gonna do that. Lag?
Yeah.
Bro, not my fault. Blame the Wi-Fi.
I did notice the lag. You are lagging pretty
Bruh.
badly.
5 or 6, 'cause I don't know if they're gonna do that. Lag?
Is that on your phone?
No, it was on my iPad. I was just listening to
Oh,
it to see if I could hear the lag. Okay,
you hear that,
next up,
guys?
the
NoobFreak is an
wooden
iPad
threads.
kid.
Yes, that's a me.
Hmm.
Okay, these are pretty good, but the main issue with them is that you can't really put tire stickers on them. And that's a big,
Yeah.
big drawback.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I watched another video. I think it was by Super. He mentioned the same thing about this tire, and I'm inclined to agree. And even
Dang.
then, in terms of fitting for the theme, I feel like this is like a tiny bit better for like toys and collectibles
Oh yeah.
because it's like a wooden wheel. Maybe even Wild West. So in terms of fitting in the season, I'm not inclined to give it that many points.
Most upvoted submission of the season? Is it actually? I don't
It
think it
it
is.
is it?
I don't
If
think
we
it
look
is
at the
because I
other
checked
ones,
before. I was just checking today and I don't think it is. Because the top upvoted is the Rever, which we'll look at soon. So vehicles are still the most, but we
oh,
still got the treads. You
hmm,
said oh and then you died.
I didn't think it was going to be like the most upvoted tire. I didn't know Zero said most upvoted submission, but still kind of crazy that it's the most upvoted
Yeah,
like
and
tire.
it's crazy because I don't think it's gonna get added to the game.
Yeah,
So I would give it a 3 out of 10. There's always the chance they could shock me with this, but I don't think they would pick it.
I'm thinking 2 out of 10.
Okay, pretty fair. Next up, we have some interestingly named tires
Okay.
from Chess Pro Max.
So we agree that this is like a none. This is a 0.
Yes, I believe so. Look at these comments, bro.
The comments are crazy.
Yeah, this gets a 1 out of 10. Sorry, Chess Pro Max. Okay, excuse me for a
Yeah.
brief moment. Don't do anything crazy until I get back.
Okay. I might be right back too. I need to do something. We're so back. No. That is not Siri. I'm just hopping on Blockbass real quick.
Alright, Sigma males and females, I'm back. Okay, next up we
What?
got the leaf tire from Spirited Jacket.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
I
don't think this one's gonna win at all.
yeah. Not at all. They could maybe. Cuz I mean it looks all right.
No females watch you, dog. Dog Zero Sue is in the chat right now, okay? Anyway, as for this, I don't know, it's just because he's putting like realistic texture on it. Like, it's just weird.
Hmm.
And
Really?
and yeah, poor support. So I don't think they'd pick this one. I would go with 2 out of 10 personally.
Yeah. Like personally, like with like the texturing, um I'm willing to give it some credit because it doesn't look bad, but I'm not sure it fits into the game that much. It also has like competition with with the viney like tires
Yep.
and like the ruins and stuff. So yeah, I'm inclined
PS,
to agree that this
PMO,
probably won't be
bro.
into the game,
Hmm.
but I'm willing to give it some leeway.
Then for the final one, we have the Vine sticker. And yeah, I don't think they'd pick
Like,
this one at all because they're not picking tire stickers for seasons anymore. So
yeah,
I would give it a 1 out of 10.
me too.
Okay, then let's move on to drifts. We don't have that many to look at. First up, we have the Death Trap Drift. Let me go full screen on this. So it's a bunch of arrows. It's a little hard to identify at first, but
Yeah. It's like what was like the wind particles and like the leaves and the arrows.
I feel like he
In
put
term
a bit too much into this.
maybe. Are those like separate particle effects? I wonder.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it really does look like separate particle effects. It doesn't look animated. It just looks like different effects that are playing at once. And from
Three
what
drifts
I
in
know, I
one.
don't think yeah, I don't think uh like with how jailbreak drifts work, I don't think they do that, but maybe they could shock me. I don't know. Plus the coloring does look flat. I'm not sure if this would go well with customizations.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, it's a unique idea, I guess, but I don't know about the execution, and upvote count isn't super high, so I personally will go with the 4 out of 10.
I'm giving it like a 2.
Maybe, actually, I'll go down to 3, because yeah, the multiple particle effects definitely could be holding it back. Next up, we have the fart drift. Oh, sorry, the leaf flash
I was
drift.
going to call it that. This is the fart drift.
Listen, bro,
Like
this, I, I'm sorry, bro, I don't see the
it,
leaves here. This is
this is yeah, this is a fart. You know this, like in Despicable Me where the science guy has the fart gun? This is you could just make your car the fart gun.
fart gun spoiler from Despicable Me.
Oh, please, please.
Here's what I found.
Oh, didn't ask you, Siri. Um, yeah, I'm not feeling this one. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10 as well.
I'm gonna give it a 3 as well, but in terms of how much I want it, it's like a 9 out of 10. I want the fart drift in my game.
Absolute cinema. Next up is the Bananas Drift from Quandale Dingle. Um, this is literally the banana
Eh.
car, but put onto other vehicles.
Yeah, I showed this to like my friends and they said that this is literally the same thing that the banana car does. So, yeah, not sure how likely this is.
And, bro, it's bananas. I know they're in the jungle, but they're not the most jungle themed thing to me when it comes to drifts.
Yeah, I've noticed a trend. We had like the banana chandelier and now we've got like banana drifts popping
Yep.
up. Noticing a trend.
Can someone okay, no, bro, I don't want to take that away from him, okay? So we will not acknowledge that. Hi, NoobFreak, can you say I
Don't. No,
swallow?
no. You don't want to say it.
Yeah, I don't want to say it.
I
All I'll
yeah,
say
I
is thank you for the $5.
thank you for supporting the channel, Buster. I saved you there.
No, I saved myself. I was just I was just being a little risky.
Whatever you say.
No, don't say it. No, 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 no. Wait. Wait.
Hank! Hank!
Hank,
Don't
don't
do
read the
it!
super chat.
Hank!
Hank, don't read the super chat.
Don't!
NFT hit in Unk status. He almost felt for that old trick, bruh.
I know.
Oh wait, we got Leaf Drift video from Kunil Games.
Oh yeah, this one. Eh, it's
I mean, it's
green.
all right. Like,
We don't have a green drift in the game. People want to customize their cars consistently. So
yep,
I'm
it's not bad.
yeah, it's not bad.
I would say out of the drifts we've seen, this is definitely one of them, bruh.
Yeah,
This is
because
definitely the best one I've seen, though.
it's just leaves, and that could very much apply to
Sir, you cut off.
my fault.
It's okay, I forgive you.
Because this is oh, are we back on the banana drift?
No, I just clicked off of it.
Okay, yeah, because this is like a leaf drift, and with leaves like throughout any kind of forest, There are different kinds of trees and leaves. This is kind of generic, so it could just apply to anything other than a jungle, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would
So
agree with that.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what to rate this one. I would say 4.
yeah. It's not. mm, I mean, compared to the other ones, because you like got the banana and stuff. I might give it some leeway. Probably, I'd give it a 6 because so far this probably fits the best out
Uh-huh.
of all of these drifts.
Then from Spirited Jacket, there's the leaves. I don't know if this. I don't think this is the
Is it the
one.
same thing? I think like
I think it
I
is.
think that one might because if you look down in the comments, you might see the link to that video.
Yeah. I mean, no, but he did
Okay.
post. He did post the video. That's how I got there. Lastly, from Awesome Saucer, we have the Ivy Drifts.
You wanna know something?
What?
That's me. That's mine. I made this.
Awesome Saucer?
Yeah, that's
Wow,
me.
bro, why do you have like
Ignore my karma. Ignore my karma.
50 names, bro? Can't keep track
Why?
of everything.
Why not?
But look, I like that it grows, okay? That's cool. See,
Thank
guys, look
you.
at that.
Thank you.
Listen, I think this is the best drift I've seen, but that's mainly
Mhm.
because the drifts that I've seen have not been that great. Um,
Mhm.
in terms of likelihood to get added, I would say this is the most
What do you
likely
think?
one, but I've seen some information indicating that this was not the one chosen
Really?
due to somebody that I won't mention that the
Okay.
chat has already that the chat has already picked up on.
I see.
Yes. But look, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. So,
Yeah, just basing it off of like other than outside sources, what is your judgment?
I would say out of all the drifts we've seen, this is probably 8 out of 10 in terms of likelihood to get added. In terms of
Thank you.
quality,
Thank you.
I would also say 8 out of 10.
Yeah. Honestly, with like how it turned out, I'm not really sure if I'm that fond of it because this is my first time doing in like a flipbook animated particle effect. First
Uh-huh.
time. And with how the animation turned out is kind of like a I'm not sure if I like how it turned out that much, but in terms of the competition, I feel confident.
This mental sentry guy sounds like me from a parallel universe. Dang, bro.
No I don't. No I don't.
He wasn't talking about you, he was talking about mental sentry, okay?
Oh, my fault. Completely different guy.
Next up, let's discuss spoilers. First up we have the jungle jug wing from Figure
Mhm.
Plays Fortnite. Guys, this has an insane 10 upvotes.
Wow. Um, why do the nails look like that?
I don't know. Why is the picture so blurry? That's my question.
This was taken on like a iPhone. He made this on an iPhone.
Listen, Figure, keep making stuff. I don't think this is a bad start, but I unfortunately don't
Yeah.
believe that this has any shot at winning. So I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 10. I
Yeah.
upvoted, I was 1 out of 10. I'm gonna be one, bruh, I have to. Okay, listen.
Come
Listen, upvotes are like just pretend I upvoted this, okay?
Okay. I'll upvote it in your name. How's that?
Yes, thank you.
No
Next up
probs.
is the Prey Catcher Wing. So basically the Predator Wing.
What?
What do you mean what? That's what it is.
I mean, I guess,
Okay, I would hope that you'd be
but
able to customize the color of the branches because it's really annoying when you can't do that.
yeah,
Or the color of the web, just one of those.
yeah. It'd be kind of weird if you could like ch- change the color of it. In terms of customization, it's really up for debate on how that would work. So, and I'm not so sure on how it would fit on certain vehicles.
Yep.
I'd give it a 3.
I would also give it a 3 because it's just very big and kind of weird.
Yeah.
Um, but I could in the 14,605 outcomes of this season, I can definitely see one where this one wins.
Yeah.
Next up from the Goat Ocean, we have the Flaming Tiki spoiler. Listen, I think this is actually
This is
pretty solid, but
yeah.
the upvotes
This is
aren't super high.
this is like candle incense spoiler.
Yeah,
If you're into that, sure, but plus on the like when you're like changing the colors of it, even there you can't really see the face on it. It's like if you're seeing it
yeah,
from like far away,
that's
you're
true.
not gonna tell what that is.
That's a very good point. Yeah,
It's
I don't know, they
just
should
like
have
a
made it a little
candle.
brighter. NoobFreak, can you wish my dog a happy birthday? Uh, El Sug Beagle Ties, happy birthday.
Happy birthday
Happy birthday.
or something.
Anyway, for this, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, I probably dock it 1 point lower, 3 out of 10.
Stone tires will not be added. What do you mean, bro?
Man,
Next up from Ocean is the Parrot Wing. Um, I think this is
I'm
decent, but
not,
the upvote count kind of holds it back.
and because I'm not sure how it fits the season. Like there are birds in the jungle, but
Parrots, bro.
there are birds. Oh wait,
You
oh
ever
wait, you
play
find those in
Minecraft, little
Minecraft.
bro?
Yeah, yeah, but like you find parrots in a lot of places.
Okay, but jungle parrots.
So
Come on, bro. Lag freak.
I don't know.
Ah, bro, just buy some internet. I did.
Yeah, just get like I don't know, better internet.
Lag into ad goes hard. That's crazy. Can I send you a new mic, please? It's not the mic, it's the internet. Anyway, for the parrot wing, I will parrot what I said about the previous one and give it a 3 out of 10.
Same.
I can find a parrot down the road. Dang, maybe Zero lives in the jungle. Then we've got the palm tree spoilers. Um, yeah, sorry, buddy.
Um,
Majestic
this
gift.
is not a beach season.
I don't think you're gonna get the majestic gift of an addition into the season this season.
Same problems with the prey catcher spoiler, in my opinion.
Dupree, can you tell
So,
mental health that his video about Jailbreak 2022 is bad?
oh, well, would you mind backing up your claim or something?
He copied the cactus spoiler? No, bro. He could never hope to even come close to the majesty of the cactus spoiler. This one will get a 1 out of 10. The complete opposite of the cactus spoiler.
Me
2017
too.
spoiler. 20
Wait,
actually it's
kind of. No, wait,
2018 because that's what the
2017 had no spoilers. That's wrong.
Yep. Wait, do any of these spoilers have okay, I guess this one has over 100. This one has over 100. Because these spoilers seem to be pretty low rated. It's bad because he says that
Yeah.
the NPC drop update is bad, even though the NPCs can literally shoot you in the head. He's just bad. Bruh,
How what? What is he trying to say?
I don't know, bruh. Y'all should have a debate. I'll set it up. I'll moderate. But
Yeah,
as for
sure, but
this from Lolbob, um, yeah, I don't know. It's not a super exciting spoiler. The upvotes are not really good enough to justify it getting added. So this
yeah.
one will get a 2 out of 10 from me.
Yeah. It's bamboo, so I'm inclined to give it 3 out of 10 just because it fits with the theme compared to other ones.
Yep. Next up from Dr. Radium is the Flaming Jungle Totem. It's a flaming spoiler, which makes it more likely, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling this. It's just so flat.
It's like kind of floating above the car. It's similar to the life counter spoiler that was submitted for last season, which
Yeah.
actually got in the game. So it could. I don't think it'll get in the season, but I mean, it fits the jailbreak art style, I guess, kinda.
hmm
So maybe a 4?
I would also give it. I think I'll go with the 3 on this one, just because it's not anything too crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think of this one from Spirited Jacket?
This one's pretty cool. Cause for some reason, everyone likes the thruster,
hmm
like cannon spoilers. Like you got the OG rocket thrusters, the like other rocket thrusters, the cash spitters, and the other
Yeah.
ones. And this is another one of those, but it fits with the theme.
hmm
And it also has those particle effects from the leaf drift.
I
Um
personally dig this one.
yeah, I think it's all right. I think it's a 5 in my opinion.
Well, considering what it's up against, honestly, I think they're gonna pick this one.
Really.
So I'm gonna I'm gonna double it and give it to the next person. I'm gonna go with 10 out of 10. I think they're gonna pick this
Dang.
one.
Okay.
NoobFreak, can you tell Send Trey that I think metal sound kicks looks dumb?
I think you spell right word dumb
Wait,
or yeah.
look at this now. Okay, sir, I'm opening the chat. I will look at it right now. We did look at that, bro.
We already looked at that.
Nick is
And we
washed,
said our
bro.
piece about it. That is a 0.
Old man Nicholas. Okay, we did not discuss this one yet. The Jungle Vine. What do
This
you
one I
think?
like. Because if you look at if you like saw
Yeah,
the
you saw
leaf
the
drift
video?
video, they actually had that on the car, and it's unlike any other spoiler, but it actually like moves corresponding with the car. It kind of waves around as it's driving, and I
Mm-hmm.
like that idea. I think like realistically, I think Asimo would see that and think that's cool and want to add it because we haven't really seen anything like it.
Yep, it would be unique for sure. And it has a good amount of support, so I would feel comfortable giving it maybe a 6.
I'm comfortable giving it a 9.
Okay.
Yep.
What was 1950s America 11th grade project? It's exactly what it sounded like. I was gonna post it for this year's April Fools, but I didn't want to mess with my algorithm. So I scheduled it to release in I think next year. So you guys will see it next year.
Mm.
And a few of you guys probably already saw it. Anyway, lastly from Spirited Jacket, we have the bamboo spoiler.
Yet another bamboo spoiler. The texturing I think is better on this one than the other one, but it's a little basic in my opinion.
I made that spoiler and I hate it. Nah, bro, it's not bad spoiler. I think it's a good idea. Um, just I would
Yeah.
say not super crazy and doesn't have enough upvotes, so I don't think it's gonna win, unfortunately.
I don't remember what I gave the last Bamboo spoiler. I could probably give, like, a 3 or a 4,
You
but
gave
due
this
to it
one a
looking
5, and this one I think you rated a 3.
3, so maybe I'll bump it up just because it looks better in my opinion, probably like a 5.
I would go with the 4. Onions are epic is saying Spirited Jacket and Dr. Radium are trying way too hard. Listen, bro, I want them to try hard because I want to get some good stuff in this game. So I want people to try hard when they're making stuff, all right? I
Exactly.
If they're like
Like,
cranking out a ton of submissions and not putting much effort into each of them, then yeah, I understand. But if they're, I want them to try hard to get stuff in. So that's how
people
we get
say
peak.
people throw around the term like, "Oh, you didn't need to try that hard." Yes, you did. It's your
Yes, you
job.
do. Yes. It is a
That's my
privilege to
stance
get
on
your
that.
item in Jailbreak. So, in my
Exactly.
opinion, it's gotta be peak. Anyway, next up we got the rims. First
Ooh,
up
quite a lot.
from Tommy. Actually, before we do the rims, real quick. So I would say my predictions for the spoilers this season is that this one will win for sure from Spirited Jacket. And then the other one I'm really not sure on. Because none of the other spoilers are really that crazy. Maybe this
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
or the Vine one. So I would say this one for sure, possibly the Vine one, or the Flaming Tiki.
Sounds about right.
Okay, next up, let's do these. And can I close these? Because
Can you?
I don't
It's
know if
gonna
I can.
nuke your computer.
I don't know. We'll see. First up from Tommy, we have the Python rims. So this is basically snake curled around some eggs. Where
Mm,
is snake spoiler? Bro, there is no snake spoiler. I don't know what you're talking about. If you find one, link it in the chat and I'll look at it. Anyway, as for this, I kind of like it. I think it would be fun when it's driving because it's going to be curling and kind of hypnotizing. Don't really like the eggs in the middle though. What do you think, sir? If you're still there. I think he died. Hello? Or maybe I died because he seems to be stuck. Uh, yeah. Uh, well, this one will get a 4 out of 10 from me. Main thing holding back is the upvote count. Oh, it's being weird. Okay, yeah, it was me that died. 9 messages from Zero. Yes, I will read them when we get to Zero's item.
did I yap for that long for no reason?
Yes. Okay, just tell me again. Tell me again.
Okay. Okay. I need to like reorganize my thoughts. This is like me recording one of my videos. There's like a lot of abstract rims in Jailbreak, and I feel like for Jailbreak rims and just a lot of like item submissions, they really need to justify their existence to if they were not the type of item that they were, do we lose anything? Does the item turn into something completely different, if not worse? And I feel like the Python rims kind of fall into that category because they're just like it's a little bit too like weird and abstract to be a rim for a car.
I don't know. It doesn't feel that abstract to me. Um, what would you rate it?
in terms of getting in the game, if it's a jailbreak art style and it's very well put together, so I might be inclined to give it a 4. I don't know, just for my
Okay.
taste and what I've seen get in the game and what I expect to be in the game, ergo, I'm not sure I'm that confident in it. It is well put together. I will give it that, but that's my thoughts.
All right. Then from Magnifidude, we have the machete rims. It's a decent
You are not
idea,
streaming.
but it's too slow. Or too small. What am I saying? Too small and doesn't have good enough upvote count. So this design just, I don't know, it really doesn't work. I'm gonna give it
Noob,
a, yeah.
you're not streaming.
I mean, I'm streaming on YouTube, I guess, but let me
Okay.
let me reshare on here.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
There we go.
Okay, anyway, as I was saying, machete rims, I'm gonna give them a 2 out of 10. I don't think they're gonna win.
Same here. Those look weird and very, very flat.
Yeah.
Those are the same machetes that were on the jungle sword display, right?
Uh, I
Made by
think
the
so.
same
I
guy.
don't remember.
I think they were, and again, they are flat. So, and they're very skinny.
Hmm. Get to the skins already. I will, bro. We just have to take our time and
We have to
give,
go through a lot of
bro.
rims.
Banana rims. These are low key fire. And they have about
They
200
are.
upvotes.
I'm gonna give it to them. That looks good.
Already, NoobFreaky tell Metal Sand Tree that he's a freaking jockey. Dang, bro.
I'm a free jockey, chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
I
So
don't know what to say to that.
this one will get a 10 out of 10 from me. I think they're gonna add this one.
Me too. Yeah, because it not only is it bananas, but it can be colored in so many different ways that it can be perceived as like a
Mhm.
fan. There's multiple uses for this rim. I like that,
Yes.
and I feel
Zebo,
like
why'd you
that.
censor my boy Draven? He said nothing wrong. He was speaking in the language of the gods.
They look like something out of a commercial plane.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it does. Also, this is No. What's up, No?
Hey, how's it going?
No
was good.
way.
No,
All right, next
I'd
up
give it a
is
7.
the guard spoiler. So it's a
I thought we were doing going on
snake.
rims.
Yeah, why is this here? Oh, this is the
Yeah,
snake
why
spoiler.
is that there?
I don't know, bruh. But anyway, for this one actually has a pretty good shot.
Yeah, in turn, compared to the other spoilers, this one, yeah, is well put together. And with the texturing, I like how it has those fades in the colors to make it look a little bit more like a snake, like it has its own snake skin.
uh-huh.
I'm just questioning how it would go on some vehicles. I know there are spoilers in the game that kind of stretch the bounds of what a spoiler can be and how it
Uh-huh.
can work. And this could be another case of that. So I
Would be
think
better
I'd
if the
put it.
stripes weren't gradiented. Are they gradiented or is it just because there's hyperchrome on all of these
No, I don't
images?
think it's hyperchrome. I think they're gradiented.
Huh.
Because if you scroll between them, I think one is neon. If one is a radiant color,
Mm,
that
this
one
might be
looks like
actually.
radiant ice.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Okay, I would go back and give this maybe a 7 out of 10 in
me
terms of
too.
likelihood to win. Okay, let's put this in spoilers where it belongs. I don't know if I'm even going to use these. Um, Next up is the rock tires. First off, these are tires,
Uh,
so my bad for including them here, but peak absolute cinema.
This is
uh,
something I would use for the banana car.
what are the
Excellent
other pictures?
organization. Listen, bro, the tabs were taking forever to load. I had to go off of the URL. Okay?
Yeah, dude, like prepared the stream in like 1 hour.
I told you rock tires will not be added. Listen, bro, I don't know how you can take a look at this and not want to add it. So I think we're gonna have to go past my traditional 10 out of 10 scale. I think we're gonna give this a 15 out of 10. What do you guys think?
Wow.
I'm
You
not in
know,
any
I
position to talk about this.
I'd agree, to be honest.
Yep.
Awesome. If what? Huh? What?
What?
We have the
What?
ice flare.
This is a mission
Yes. But my question
for this
is
season.
how and why?
Um, I don't know. Maybe this spice could be like vines. It's recontextualized.
That's
I
that's
don't
really
know.
stretching.
I'm stretching is all I can do.
I did not mess up, bro. This was in the thread.
Whatever you say.
Listen, for this, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. I don't think they're gonna pick it for this season. It is season
If they,
24, yes, but he submitted it in the thread. Here, I'm gonna prove it to you guys. Watch this.
I think. I mean, yeah. If it was submitted,
It's here,
I think
guys. Trust me.
my my recontextualization theory might be right, because why else would it be submitted for this season? You know.
What's this guy's name again? Listen, I have to prove it to you guys. It was not a mistake. It was here. Doc Sue.
Oh
He's
wow,
doing his due diligence, and
a lot of things.
The Vine's Thorn. Yes, see, he did. He did post it here.
Yeah, I wait. I was right. I'm not stretching. Look.
Yeah, Vine Thorns. Well, I guess might as well try to submit it, I guess, but I don't think they're gonna
Yeah.
pick it. All of you
Yeah.
guys were wrong, by the way. I expect full apologies. I hope you guys are like tearing up 1 hour long videos, maybe playing an instrument as well because I was correct. Oh boy.
as nice as it looks, I don't think it's gonna make it.
Yeah. Now these 5 tabs are loading, so that's fantastic.
It's a little bit more than 5, I think.
Ah.
I think personally I give those like a 4.
Here we go. Terra Rim from Pleasant Fondant.
I've
Hosea,
seen
I'll have to make my predictions for the Minecraft saga tomorrow.
I've seen people say that they really like those. Like my
hmm
friends said they really like this rim. I'm not so sure because it again looks flat.
I think it's cute, but way too much detail for a rim.
Yeah, like I said before, rims need to justify themselves being a rim. And I'm not sure about this. This is like a diagram of like a
Yeah,
river. Plus, that's not a jungle.
looks like a multi-part rim. Yep, this is the wireframe. It looks like a smiley face. It's kind of cute, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna pick it.
Yeah.
So to me, I'll give it a 2 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not
Okay,
feeling it. 1 out of 10.
Yeah,
that's fair.
1.5 for me.
6 more tabs. Come on. Come on, bro.
This one. Ooh.
Bamboo Rim from Yamels. I saw this one before. It's a pretty good one. Yes, I think this one has a
Yeah.
very good chance.
See now this one, like I said before, looks like a rim. It also has like foliage around it.
Yeah,
These
I'm
remind.
digging it.
even
Wow.
No Good Nick has to agree on this one, bro. It's
Yeah.
it's it's peak cinema. I would give this a 9 out of 10.
Me too.
You skipped
I'm
I?
giving.
Oh, it's right here. Okay, I see. I see. What were you saying? No, what's your rating?
I would give it a 9.5. It looks like one of those Rep 37s that you would put it on an RX-7.
Hmm.
Hmm.
At least in my opinion.
Unk skipped I. Bro, listen, I'm going to it, okay? The I. Look at that.
This one looks sick.
It does. Very cool. Beautiful effects. Would be nice if he showed it animated, but oh, here we
Special
go.
sound
Oh,
effects. Turn on the sound.
no way.
That's cool, but like they would have to program it to play the sound.
I feel like they'd just not do that.
Yeah,
But even then, without the sound, this is cool. Very
it is
cool.
a very cool rim. I'm not sure how. I'm not so sure about how it would fit in the season, to be honest, because it's like going through ancient ruins and maybe you find like something like this.
Yeah, ancient jungle monster thing. Let me see if there's any. Sometimes with these crazy submissions, you'll get a comment from Asimo saying like, "Hey, we can't add this because of blank reason." So no comment from him here.
Yeah,
So this has a shot. I'm gonna go all in, guys. I think this one will also get a 10 out of 10. I think this one and the banana will for sure make it into the season.
I'm thinking more of an 8. As much as I really, really like it, it looks like the evil eye rim that's in the
That's true. You know what?
legendary safe.
I'll go down to a 8 as well then. 'Cause that is very
Yeah.
true. Also, what's up, Harold? Glad to see you back, sir. Okay, well, we went through this one already. Next, we have the Hypno Vine. Sorry, too similar to the Hypno Rim, and if they were to add one like this, they would add the Snake one, so I will give this one a 2 out of 10.
Now, hear me out real quick. I know people have said that this looks too much like the Hypno Rim, but in my opinion, that's kind of the idea. But it could be just a variance of the Hypno Rim because you got like the vines and the trees on it. I feel
Yeah,
like it
I get
looks
that, but it's
distinct from the Hypno Rim
that's
enough.
fair.
It could be perceived as a reference.
They've already did an improvised version with the toy rim. I don't know if you know that, but it kind of looks similar
Which
to the
one?
Volt rims. The ones that look similar to the Volt rims in the toy season,
Oh
I think.
yeah, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Track Toy Rim PTSD. Yeah, they kind of do that, but even then, that feel was different enough because this to me just like at a glance, this really looks almost identical. Um, unless you couldn't customize it, which would also be a problematic. Also,
I
there was a funny comment. Hosea Phillips, he said, "Men's Mental Health Month. I thought you hated jailbreak seasons."
Oh, me?
Yes.
I look, I've been called a lot of things, but men's mental health month is absolutely diabolical. All right? You need to stop this, mister. Second off, this is like the season I care about because I submitted something for it. So I guess points for that. But seasons as an idea, I disagree with. These are made to make money.
Listen, bro, all I'll say on this is the game was made to make money.
Advertising
Yeah.
revenue.
That's what you want to go with.
Next up, Honey Roll Rims from Chess Pro Max. They're first off, they're a bit too similar to the Bull Rims from Rally Subby that were added
Was
in
gonna say that.
Season 1. Second off, when I think of jungle, I don't really think of bees. They are there, but
Yeah.
bees are like kind of everywhere. They're not really jungle specific.
A lot of these are just kind of generalizing the idea of forests a lot, not really jungles.
Yeah,
So,
and the
and this
upvotes are
falls in
not
that
good
category.
enough.
Hmm.
When I think of jungles, I think cocoa beans because that's where they're from.
In Minecraft, yeah.
Yeah.
This one gets a 2 out of 10 from me. What about you guys?
Mm,
2. 1, maybe, yeah, probably 1.
Ooh,
yeah, I'd give it a 1-2.
okay. You give it a
Chicken
12?
jockey out of
What?
10.
Chicken Jockey out of 10. What's up, Harold? We missed you, buddy.
Hello.
What's up, Harold?
Next up is the Parrot Whirl Rim. I feel so sad because this guy ripped off the wings of like 12 parrots and put them on his car. What a sadist.
Yeah. This does not give a positive message.
Yeah. Listen, if Minecraft had to change feeding cocoa beans to parrots because it doesn't give a positive message, then Jailbreak cannot add this. This is,
Exactly. Plus, the
listen, the
colors look
kids in
very
Jailbreak
weird.
see this, what are they gonna believe? NoobFreak,
This,
why do you
this is
still follow Kanye? Bruh, listen, when I was on Twitter, I think I followed him because I thought he was funny. But listen, I left Twitter 2 years ago, okay? So you can't be blaming me for who I follow.
I'm in the same boat as you. I can't lie.
On following Kanye or on the parrot rims?
Oh, both? I said before everything happened, I like Kanye, but people saying that he made graduation, that excuse cannot be used anymore.
Yep.
Why do the rims remind me of the loading icon from the Mac?
The Mac?
Yeah.
Oh,
I kind of see it.
oh,
Yeah. It's like when something crashes and then just pops up.
yeah.
Yeah, Onions, I did think he was funny, bro. When he posted he watched 21 Jump Street and he thanked Jonah Hill for the thing that happened. I thought that was hilarious, bro.
That is very funny.
Lastly, we have the spider web rims. They're
Spider-Man.
they're okay. I like the idea of them, but I don't think they're gonna win.
Me neither.
So this
Add
one will
Marvel
get
to Jailbreak.
3 out of 10. What'd you say, Harold?
I said Marvel and Jailbreak.
Yes, bro. Imagine we could get a licensed Marvel season in Jailbreak.
Or
No
just
way.
can
Does
we?
that
Cram.
does that mean the arachnid is going to be licensed?
Yes.
Yeah, can we just get like a superhero season? I actually think that could be kind of cool.
Should have had one after the villain season.
Yep.
Mad City. Flashbacks.
Yes.
People are going to argue it's Mad City all over again.
Bruh.
Oh my god, but that's
Okay. So overall,
Oh.
if I had to guess, I think that the rims are actually pretty easy. So of course, the rock rims they're gonna win. But beyond that, I think banana will for sure win. I think bamboo has a very good shot, and I do think they could add the eye. So it's between the eye and bamboo, and they will for sure add banana and the rock. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds about right. However, I will say something. I will give a little bit more leeway to the spider web rims because they're not forward to the idea of surprising us with what gets added. So
That's true, but I don't know. They're just like too basic, I think. I don't know.
a little bit,
Oh,
yeah.
oh my gosh, guys! They should let you customize the color of each individual rim, similar
Yes,
to Need for
yes, they
Speed.
should.
They
I just
should.
realized that now.
I mean, I don't know if I would ever really, or maybe I would use that actually, like, because I like the pixel texture, so making your front two rims different color than the back two to kind of show the difference in
That would be
color.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd actually like that.
Please, bro, let us do that. Let us put stuff on the hoods. Let us do those, please.
Yeah, but they'd have to like program car customization and more features with that, and that's like a hassle for them. So
A man can dream.
Oh man,
All
kind
right.
of dream.
For the penultimate category, we've got textures. We only have 6 of them here.
There were
Wait.
only 6 textures?
Yeah.
No way.
Oh my
And
god.
and I feel like the winner is pretty clear. Wait. No,
Why
there's
do we
5 textures. I clicked on one twice.
only one got like 300 upvotes as far as I can tell?
Yes.
I'm not
So
surprised.
this one and only 2 of them got over 100. This one got 99, but
That one got what?
mhm.
Huh.
All right,
Okay, well, I mean,
guys. What do you think of this one?
this is the tiger texture.
Yep. Jungle
So
cat. Jungle cat. Which jungle cat are you talking about?
they're and
I mean,
okay,
I
it
guess
just
more
looks
like a
like
leopard.
those look like ink splotches.
Hmm.
I'm not confident in this.
I'm not either. I'm gonna give it a 3.
I'm gonna give it a 1.
Harold and no.
You want my rating?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, 5.
5.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Hmm.
5.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess there is
okay.
a chance. Check the comments
Ma-
of the post. It's intentional. The tiger texture is quite a bit different from this one. Made sure they weren't too similar. This one is based off a jaguar, ocelot, and leopard, which have those patterns. It's also more detailed version, less saturated. Okay, you know what? I see it.
Nerds.
Oh.
Thank you
I mean,
for
even
thank you, PZ Smosh.
yeah. Even then, I just feel like the texture itself just like looks a little weird just with how the stripes are put on there. Like it looks like stretched and like wobbled together.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I will go up and give it a 5 out of 10 then, because of the explanation, but I do think they're gonna pick something over this.
Exactly.
I Yeah, I give it like a 4. I'm still inclined to give it a low ranking.
Next up, we have the Muddy Leaves texture from PZ Smosh. I'm sorry, sir, but this is not gonna win,
Okay, if we had the fart drift, this is the poo texture.
bruh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it just does not look very good and not good amount of upvotes, so 1 out of 10.
Probably.
I give it a 10 because farts. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, 2.
Okay.
Harold, you are the Gen Alphas.
Okay.
They should
Yeah, you're
make
the
a
Gen
Minecraft
Alpha in
season
this VC.
and a chicken jockey car. I agree, bro.
Please. Actually, speaking of Minecraft, y'all want to know what I realized?
What did you realize?
Uh, okay, rude. I realized that the Pixel Arcade season was released about a month before the Minecraft movie came out, and the Minecraft movie came out during whenever that season was going on. So that makes me think that that stuff was actually planned. Like they were planned to coincide with each other a little bit.
Whatever you say, Unc.
Yeah, no, I'm crazy.
I'm eating ramen right now. Chef's kiss. Thank you, Chad. Anyway, for this one, I think it's pretty cool. It's nice. It's got quite a few things going on. Definitely reminiscent of the Jeeps from Jurassic Park, which is cool. What do you think?
Just the fact that it's Jurassic Park. I mean, because copyright, but then again, I don't think for textures that really matters.
It's vague enough, bro.
Yeah, just because of it like fitting with the jungle theme like that, I'm inclined to give it points because one, it looks really good, and two, it fits the theme. And plus, I have a friend that really likes Jurassic Park and wants this to be in the game, so I want to give it points for that really badly.
No direct reference. That's true, but they can bend the rules sometimes.
Yeah. I think this
Judge Niggle
actually does.
is inside joke in JBC this season. I see. Thank you for explaining.
I think this does have a pretty high chance of getting in.
Yeah, I would go with 6 for this one. I think it has a decent chance.
I'm thinking 8, maybe. Depending on how much Asimo likes Jurassic Park, in my opinion.
Okay, no and Harold. Dang, Harold, you got the chug
It is
splash.
what?
You got the
You
chug
got the
splash,
Chug
bro.
Splash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What did you not?
I still need to get the Emma Frost thing.
Oh, oh, you have Marvel Rivals?
No, but I want that icon thing.
Oh, okay. Anyway, this is the skin out of the ones that, out of the ones that were submitted. This is the one that I like most. I like the
Okay.
detail, like the little scratches along the sides.
Me too.
So what would you rate it?
Yeah, I'll give it. I'll give it a 7. That's the
Okay.
highest.
What's
I'll
up,
give a
Test?
texture here, honestly.
All right. Then next up is the Jungle Snake. Not Christmas yet, buddy. This one has the
Christmas
most
is long gone.
upvotes, and it looks pretty cool.
This one does look pretty good.
Oh, hang on.
If this were to be added, I think I'd actually use it on my green custody. Just
Yeah,
maybe.
it's pretty solid. I would
We
give
do
it
have.
a 8 out of 10. I think this has the best chance.
Yeah. I give it a 7. Just below the Jurassic Park one. I might bump them both up to 9 and 8 respectively. But
Uh-huh.
yeah. I do like it. And yeah.
Harold.
I actually think I've just been proven wrong. I like this one more,
Mhm.
honestly. Yeah, you know what? 7.5. I'll rate it a bit higher.
Okay.
I'm a departure for today. See you
All
guys
right.
later.
Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.
See ya.
Likewise.
Next up, we
Bye,
have
Harold.
this one, the Melon. I have no idea what's going on here, bro. -4 upvotes, 1,000 aura. What is
Yes.
happening here, bro?
So this one is getting in the game,
What
right?
am I looking at?
Bro. I asked 8 people
Melon.
from school what they think of this submission, and all of them think this texture is pure art. Bro.
Not pure garbage, pure art.
See, I can be normal too. Aw.
Now this might have to get a 10.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same
Because
thing.
look,
Listen, I gave The Rock 15. This will get a 16 out of 10.
wow.
Ooh.
Could you show me that again? I heard you talking about it, but I never saw it.
It was the Rock tires or Rock
Yeah.
rims
Rock tires. Actually, no, they were rims. Yeah.
right here. See, Harold, you gotta see this.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm looking.
I think you would agree with
Wow.
my 15 out of 10
Wow.
rating.
Nah, I'm leaning more towards 20.
Oh, that's understandable.
Sorry.
Okay, so texture, I think the texture will be the snake one. So I'll go with the 10, actually. I'm
Dang.
very confident to pick this one. Any other opinions?
Nope.
I'm biased, so I go with the Jungle.
Okay. All right, then moving on to the section that you all have been waiting for, the vehicles, which are gonna
Yeah.
be loading.
Vehicular submissions.
Yep. Let's see what peak content we have right now.
Oh, I better see peak.
Me too.
I did not choose to join this willingly, just to see garbage.
Bruh. Okay, well, I guess. Oh, here we go.
Yay!
First up from Mother Beast Ernk, we
Just
have
something.
the Maelstrom. This is a cute little car. Um, seems to be able to seat quite a few people. What do you guys think of this one?
Functions similar to the DeLorean.
What?
That's what it says. Ideally, it functions similar to the DeLorean, allowing for fast getaways in water while providing good
That would
handling
make it
and speed on
unique,
road.
which would always be appreciated.
Was it
I
by
mean,
design for this to kind of look like a frog?
Yeah,
Huh.
rip.
I like it. I just need to see the other ones to get like to gauge an opinion, a judgment.
Storm Rider clone? What? No.
This
How?
is like
Oh, I do
twice the
like this.
size of the Storm Rider.
It's nothing like the Storm Rider.
I
Yeah.
don't know what vehicle you're talking about, by the way.
The one from season 24.
It's the one
Okay,
that where people
then
were
yeah.
like, "Whoa," about.
Okay, I still have no clue what you're talking about. Anyway,
This one will get a 6 out of 10, but it could go up as we view other vehicles. Main thing holding it back is
Yep.
the upvote count.
Yeah. Me too.
how many upvotes does it have? 152.
Yep.
I mean, that's not bad considering how active the subreddits are now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still,
So,
other vehicles will be getting like 300, 400, so they might lean more
okay.
towards those.
All right, I'll just stick with the 6 then.
Okay.
Me too.
All right, then we have. Oh man. Here we go.
Yikes.
For Christ's sake.
It's loading. The
Come on,
Raider.
Reddit.
Which one is this?
Average Reddit L. Man, why are they adding stuff like awards and karma when they can't even have their site load?
You have like 50 tabs open.
Okay, and YouTube was opening.
But whatever.
Or you're using Chrome. That makes a bit of sense then.
You're not using Chrome?
I was using Edge for a while. Oh, here we go.
Oh. Ooh.
This is kind of like the Striker in a sense. It's like putting your vehicle together from a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it, but I don't know. It just kind of looks not that impressive. Like the leaves and
Is this
They
an
really
original design?
I have no idea.
they really added the bandages from Fortnite to the vehicle. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Uh well, can I see the top again?
The what?
Top.
Let me see if I can.
Eh,
Yeah, there.
I don't know. There's a lot of everything doesn't look well in place. Cramped interior.
I think it might like because you said it's similar to the Striker, and it's put together with a bunch of like spare parts.
I think he just died. Can anyone else hear me? Harold, are you there? Huh.
There's a lot of just unnecessary things on top of it. Like I think like at least maybe yeah, because they're all like poking like outside of the vehicle. You see how it's like all right on the edge?
Yeah.
It's kind of like yeah, I don't really like that. It's a
Yeah.
bit of unnecessary detail in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like,
It doesn't really make sense for a bunch of like jungled wood and foliage to be on the car. And God, man, this would be like a nightmare to customize, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know, just falls short in my opinion in design. So I would give this one a 5 because it does have support, but the design isn't super crazy.
Yeah, I was going to give it a
Yeah,
3, but after seeing that it has 278 votes, I'll bump it up to a 5.
Bet.
I think it might be a 4 or 3 for me.
Next up is the Panther from the Gaming Squad. This is a very unique one.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, okay, I don't really like the presentation, not gonna lie.
yeah.
Yeah, the height is definitely deters a lot of people, and especially with the front bumper, it honestly kind of looks a little bit too similar to the Wedge, if I'm gonna be honest, which was like 2 or 3 seasons ago.
I don't know about that. I feel like it's distinct enough, mainly because of the of the extra seats up there.
Wait.
Yeah.
What what's it gonna be like if you try to drive this through a tunnel? Will it not
That's what
get
I was
caught?
wondering.
Oh yeah, imagine like the the underpass tunnel under the crater, not crater, Rising City.
I could see the devs adjusting it to be a little lower, so that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But
This
then it
one
would
I
be
would
like
give a
too
6 out
low.
of 10. I think it's a unique
Oh,
idea, but I'm not sure on how it would get implemented.
Yeah, the model looks good. It fits with Jailbreak, especially with how Jailbreak vehicles are constructed nowadays.
Yep.
So, but again, with like the height, that might put a lot of people off. It definitely does. So it might be a 5 for me.
Yo,
mhm.
Gaming Squad, let me give you a little something so people know it's a jailbreak creator. It's shorter than the semi. Oh, okay. Then yeah, it should work honestly.
Okay.
And it doesn't look to be that long, so you should be able to spawn it in vehicles or in garages. So yeah, this one gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Next up, we
Mhm.
have the Thornback, and man, this is cool. I like how it's presented,
Me too.
but
Oh,
it's very high definition.
Just like the model quality,
Yeah, it's
or
like it's so detailed.
I almost thought like
eh,
when yeah, what?
Whoa, and look at this. It's below the triangle count, so it shouldn't really cause issues.
What's the
yeah.
limit?
The limit is under 6,000 triangles. I don't know about the other
Okay.
stuff.
I think it'd be better if I got to see what this vehicle would look like in the Jailbreak
Yeah,
map. Because right now these are just like Blender renders. I really like the idea. The idea
yeah.
and just the vehicle itself, how it looks, awesome. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely see this being picked. And I know a lot of people have been like, I think some people are like not really supporting this as much as others.
Because they don't want another like
Uh,
truck vehicle. They want fast car.
No, I think it's just like in the model, I
Uh-huh.
think. And what you said about the detail, I'm not really sure if that's much of a problem because I feel like it might mesh well with the jailbreak art style. The issue with me personally with like very detailed cars is if they're like way too detailed, like the Poseidon, that is where like we're crossing a line of things being too detailed to where they do not fit in the game. But I feel like this might not have that issue, and I will talk about that in my 2023 video.
Mm-hmm. I would. I'm not sure how I feel about it being like damaged all the time. It would be cool if maybe you could toggle that if there was a,
Yeah.
because I have seen this model before. s-
Mm-hmm.
But if they did add it as like permanently damaged, I would think that's a cool like gimmick. So for this, I
Yeah.
would give maybe a 7 out of 10. It's very unique and cool presentation in the first one, but I'm not sure how it would look in the main game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
I
here.
think I think if it was to get added, it being like having multiple toggleable options would make it good. Like those lights on the top Hopefully they
Yeah.
sync with the normal headlights.
Hmm.
And yeah, I like how with the tanker you can just randomly explode it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if there was multiple toggleable options, I would really like this. And I love the
Mhm.
presentation on the first image, by the way.
Hmm.
Makes me think I'm
Yeah.
loading into a Steam game.
Yeah.
If there were to be like a gimmick with it to where it like becomes damaged as you play, I feel like that would be like kind of cool.
Or like maybe like as it lost health, it could start.
Yeah. That's something I
Yeah.
think they should do
Yeah,
with
like
all
the tanker.
vehicles in
All yeah,
general.
all vehicles should have like what the tanker has, in my opinion. And I
But
actually have
then
like
the
a robbery idea that kind of goes with that, but anyway.
tanker would be less special if all vehicles could explode. If every vehicle is the tanker, no vehicles will be.
Dang.
Maybe if they like just like saw like they just got damaged, but maybe they wouldn't explode because you know how
Yeah.
vehicles just regen.
Yep.
Maybe if
That
like the
basically.
tanker had like a much larger like blast radius like than other vehicles.
Hmm.
So like where with other vehicles you like get automatically ragdoll, but the tanker will actually like throw you back. That could be cool.
Park it right next to a robbery and then explode it and troll the criminals inside. I bet someone's actually done that.
So people have done that.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Next up, the Cobra from NST Matt. This is
I
one of the
like
most
this.
upvoted ones for the season. I like it as well. I think it's pretty cool. It's going to be good off-roading, of course, and hopefully it would have good stats. I would imagine what I would want for this is to be similar to the Trailblazer, I guess.
Yeah.
I forgot that vehicle existed, honestly. No one talked
A
about it.
lot of people like have. I feel
Don't blame
like.
you. In terms of is are these guns or is this like fuel on
I
top
don't
of it?
know.
What is?
Look, on top it's got these. I thought they might be turrets, but I don't think they are.
No,
Can
they'd probably. I mean, unless maybe they put like a seat on the back, so then someone would sit on there and shoot it, but it doesn't.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Or you could control it from inside the vehicle.
I will
Maybe.
go with a 8 out of 10 on
But
this one.
Me
actually,
too.
with guns,
Can I just say how much this looks like a Hot Wheels car?
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
kind of does.
Yeah.
What
I
were you
like
saying,
it.
Harold?
Oh, now that I'm looking at the back, I actually am starting to like it.
Yeah, look at that. It's cool.
Yeah. Just
Mm,
yeah. I like the seasonal cars that go like really like that are extravagant and imaginative. And this
Yeah.
is another one of those things. Like I
mm.
liked the Pixel Arcade season because there's a lot you could do. But let's not talk about what got chosen. Then
Hmm.
like toys and collectibles is like the same thing. And here's like another thing that's very creative.
Yeah, for sure. Next up, the Bronto from Tommy and Binder. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to get chosen for two reasons. Number one, it's just not exciting enough to be a grand prize. Like, if the devs were to add this, it's just not going to
Possible.
motivate people to grind for it. Two,
Yeah.
too similar to the Badger, I think. That's the
Yeah, the
vehicle that spawns in the
Badger.
museum because inspired by the exact it's inspired by the same thing, the Ford Bronco. So I don't think they're gonna pick this one. I will go with
Me
a
neither.
1 out of 10.
I'm thinking 2, just because of the model quality.
Mm.
But
I
even then,
think
that's
I
not really
think if they
saying
were
much.
gonna, I think if they're gonna add this, they would make it a purchasable. Because yeah, as the grand prize for a season, I don't think a lot of
They would
people
make
Yeah.
would be
this a
happy.
Badger revamp if they were to add it.
Yeah, it's like if this were to be added, it serve the same purpose as the Badger does. So I don't really think there's any point in adding it as an obtainable. And this isn't really doing anything
And they
like
wouldn't do that.
more
Yep.
They
as a
wouldn't.
seasonal vehicle.
Yeah, they wouldn't add it as like a Badger revamp because somebody else made the Badger in the first place. It'd be kind of
Yep.
Mhm.
like,
Yeah, it would be
disrespect,
disrespectful.
basically.
Yeah.
Next up from Lolavi is the Darter. This is kind of like the controller, I guess. It's okay, but not really super jungle themed in my opinion. It's just like a off-roader. Anyone there? Hello? Oh, I got disconnected.
That's what I thought.
Okay, what do y'all think of it?
Okay, this is like a Volkswagen Beetle. That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
It's like another like rally vehicle. We got that with season 24.
Yeah.
I like it. I do. But I'm just generally not confident with
Me
it.
when my submission isn't in the current tabs, send it to me right now if it's not there. As for this one, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. I don't think it's gonna win.
Mm.
It's his first submission though, so it's actually impressive. Yeah, it's not a bad model at all. It
Yeah,
just does
it
not fit the
is?
theme.
Wow.
Apparently. Let's check his profile. Uh, yep, seems to be the first one. Bro, look at this. Mario Cybertruck.
Whoa.
Bro,
That goes hard if it wasn't a Cybertruck.
it
Yeah,
goes hard
yeah.
because it is a Cybertruck, bro. It's
No.
beautiful.
Get Mario off of there.
I'm solely looking at Mario, but not the actual vehicle.
Come
Wait,
on,
why would they
guys. Y'all are just haters because of Elon, okay?
And you're
Separate the
and you're
art
the
Yeah,
one
from
we are.
separate
the
the
one that
art
doesn't
from the
use Twitter.
artist, okay? Kanye made Graduation and Elon made the Cybertruck.
Those
That's
don't
all I will
count.
say.
Those don't
Man,
work. Those
the
don't work.
the disrespect to Mario by putting on the Cybertruck. Man.
Exactly.
Listen, bro, in 5 years, everybody's gonna be on my side, okay? Everybody's gonna come
Oh
around
yeah.
once they
We'll
fix
see.
once they
We will
fix all
see.
the issues, okay? All the rust and the glue and
They
whatever's
won't.
going on. Trust me,
I
bro.
hope it.
Every car has its own issues when they start out. All the cars they get recalled and everything. It's not
They
copium, trust me.
they're
I
not
hope.
fixing that glue.
I hope when you get in one and you start it up, it explodes on you.
Bruh.
Dang.
Then no more season submission live streams. No more Mario
No.
skins. I like Mario,
That's-
not the Musk, I mean truck. Dang. Anyway, next up is the log car from JBC Matthias, aka Sai, who is a classic member of the Jailbreak subreddit.
Oh, that is a 30.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, way better than the Cybertruck could ever be.
Listen, I won't
Exactly.
disagree with that. That just proves how good it is. I will give it a 17 out of 10.
Yep.
Okay. How about I bump mine up to a 70 then?
Okay. Next up is the Odyssey
Yeah,
from
your age.
Klutzy Pair. It's fun. It has a good amount of upvotes, but I don't think they'll add it just because I think players would be largely annoyed by it since it's not super fast car. And since they added a lot of like trucks for multiple seasons on end, I think they're gonna focus more on fast vehicles.
This more
Oh,
so
leave them
gives the
alone.
vibes of like a tractor.
Uh-huh. Listen, I think it's cool, but I think it has a chance, but I don't think they're gonna pick this one. I would go with a 4 out of 10.
Me too. Probably a 3.
Harold?
Can I ride in the back?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely,
then
yes. Should be able to
I
seat
mean,
6 people.
if you want to be
Okay.
if you want to be a cow because it kind of looks like a cow pen. But
You should
yeah.
put Dai in there.
Oh, I remember.
Yo.
I get the reference. I understood that reference.
Good, I'm so worried, bro.
Okay.
That's how old it was.
I know.
Anyway, if I can seat in the back, I'll give it a 6.
Yes. See, it's a 6 because it seats 6 people.
Exactly. That was
Yeah,
my
this
thinking.
is that's like a 4 for me because
Next
that
up
looks like a
is the
farm.
Zenith
Cool.
from Bees Buzz, aka Eggnog. It's a cool truck, but number one, it was submitted for past season. Number
Mhm.
two, it's a truck which we got multiple of in a row, and people were not happy, so they're going to pick something faster probably. So this one will get a 2 out of 10.
Me too. Same thing with the last one.
Yep.
Hmm.
Season when? I think the season is next week. I might pop in the game real quick and check the timer.
It
Next
might
up
be
is
that
the
like
Swampy.
yeah.
This would be cool, but it's a boat. Nothing
Yeah,
else to say.
and if they did add a boat, people would be mad.
It can go on land since it does not use a rudder to steer. That would okay, if they did that, that would be
That would
cool.
be
Yeah, but
would
then
be
they'd
cool.
have to like make that work.
Yes,
I
they
don't think
would.
they want to do
Yeah,
that.
that's too much work for them. Sorry.
Exactly.
This one will get a 3 out of 10 from me.
That's a bit
Same.
generous. I'm giving it a 1.
Well, there's always the chance that the devs might be like, "Hey, this is cool. It'll get people excited."
Look,
So,
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I feel like that's giving them too much credit. I'm thinking a 1.
next up we have another peak submission, the Boulder.
That's a
Look at
20 out of
this.
10.
Well, Indiana Jones.
Yes. Look at that. It's so cute. It's got like this is
Yeah, it
the
has like a
mouth.
little face. Yeah, like
Yeah.
the chassis is like in its mouth.
If they made it so it was, if it replaced the carts in the tomb, I'd mess with it.
Oh yeah.
That would be so cool. This one will get an 18 out of 10. I
Yeah.
Okay.
honestly think they should do another America themed season, but actually choose good prizes because I still can't believe they chose the Maverick. It is literally just the Shell 5. They look identica. Well,
No.
honestly, I would disagree because number one, I don't think the Maverick is like the Shell at all. And
Nope.
two, like I feel like the prizes we got were as American as you can get. Like I don't know what else you could really do for that season.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a Dodge Charger and the Shell Mark V is like a Shelby Mustang.
Harold, when are we
Or
getting an Australian season?
I don't know, bro. Can
Dude,
We
I
already
quit?
got an
I'm gonna
Australian
quickly.
car.
actually, wait. I want to make a prediction. Next season is going to be another regional thing, and it's either going to be Mexico or Australia. That's my thought.
What makes you think that? What's the? This is season 26. Season 27. You think?
Season 27 is going to be like regional. It's
Okay.
going to like focus
Anyways,
on the like
uh,
yeah, on a place.
my rating on this boulder. The first Indiana Jones movie came out in 1981, so I'm gonna give it a 1,981 out of 10.
Wow.
That sounds pretty good.
Beautiful.
All right,
Next up,
move
Raging
on.
Tiki.
Ride the boulder on.
Okay. It's interesting, but I think it's too similar to the Rattler, mainly because it's a face on a like a hot rod. So, and this season theme is already similar to the season theme that had the Rattler, so I think they would go a little more unique. I don't think they're gonna pick this one.
Ye-
Hmm.
Yeah, they're not gonna pick it.
I will go with a 3 out of 10.
I guess same here. I was going to say it looks like a little distinct from the Rattler. Also, why are the tire sizes inconsistent?
I mean, that's the whole point.
Yeah,
I mean, that would be
1.
cool. Dang. Here's a list of ideas they could do. Halloween theme. No, they won't do that because they don't touch holidays. Ancient theme. Possible. Chinese or Russian theme. Probably not because of the political tensions right now. Mexican theme. Possibly. South American theme. I think that's likely. Australian theme. I don't think they would do that for a while. Nordic theme would be very cool. Yes, it would be. Okay. Next up, the Rever.
Yeah.
This one is so cool, bro. I like this one. I like how you could make it taller.
Ooh. I actually kind of like that. Oh, that would be a fire vehicle for off-roading.
Yes. Bro, I want this so bad. But I
I
think
want
somebody
it.
said that Asimo
S-
said it's not gonna win.
Really?
Oh,
Somebody
here.
said,
No, no, no. Wait, 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 wait. Wait,
Oh.
wait, 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 wait. The arms on this vehicle would require a whole new chassis to support, so that would be beyond their car
Dang.
chassis. But they will set it in their favorites list, so there is always a chance they could do it.
Yeah.
If we
I
ever
was
do
also
this,
gonna.
I want to do it justice and not take shortcuts like we did with the DeLorean.
Yeah. I was gonna
Oh,
say that this also doesn't really fit with the season. I get that it's kind of like made as like a vehicle meant for exploration, I guess, through a jungle, but it honestly kind of looks more like a space rover.
yeah, I agree with that. Hopefully, if there's ever like another space theme, maybe they could add it here.
Yeah, I've said before that I don't like them like reusing like season themes because they've brought up that possibility. But I'm just gonna say seasons have gotten so much better ever since season 2, Out of This World. So if they did that kind of thing again, we have the vehicle for it right
Yep.
here.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll give
yeah,
this one a 0 out of 10 because it is
yeah,
literally confirmed right here. It is not winning.
"Yep," and
yep.
that pisses me off because I love this thing.
Justice for the Rever. All right, next up is The Legend of the Mythic Wood. I love the lore that this man put into this. Look at that. An object
Let's
with
see.
the anatomy of a vehicle lurks forests. With a lot of evidence backing blank, first responders nearby believe vehicle was the primary. Dang, bro.
There's like lore with this.
Yes. Look, the camping
That's cool.
cops. This is, bro, we've always wondered what the camping cops were discussing. This is what they were
Yeah.
talking about. Bro, Metal Sentry, I know you've been complaining about the jailbreak lore. Here it is, man.
See,
Here,
no,
there.
this is wrong because they were actually you actually talked to them before in the game. Remember the Ready Player One event?
No, I
You
was not
talked to
there.
them.
The camping cops, you
Oh,
talked to them?
yeah, you talked to them, and
Yeah.
they gave you like a key to something, some like mini
Oh,
game
dang.
you did like to complete for the event.
Listen,
So
the thing about people is they can talk about a lot of stuff.
yeah, so I
Okay,
wonder.
let's see the rest of the story. Rick, after staying in the jungle for 3 days exploring, he eventually finds this clearing and he spots a weird object. This object is out of this world and catches his attention. He takes a closer look, checking the object, and sees a wonderful vehicle, saying it was a gift from Mother Nature herself. There were vines, flowers everywhere, wrapped beautifully. He looks inside and sees a beautiful interior. He wants to hop on because it looks like it's still working. Rick takes the tarp off and gets a better view of the interior, and he's about to hop in when the vehicle suddenly disappears. Rick's story was not the only one, but his was the first reported. Rick had gone to a
Oh,
professional sketch artist who drew a replica of what was described. A fire was caused. Flames depicting the same ones the vehicle spits out, imprints, and parts of the vehicle were found nearby. This object was referred to as the Mythic Wood, to some after this news broke in a small town on West Mountainside. This was in April. Bro, this was in the future. Look. April 21st, 2025. This guy must have traveled
oh,
back in time to warn us, bro.
that's
Bro.
true.
That day's about to happen.
After the recovery of these parts from the military, they were able to make a one-to-one replica showing different colors and customizations. There was a wide variety of people who would come out with more evidence suggesting the legitimacy of these claims. Wow. Newspapers
Dang.
of the events. Badimo's response was an attempt on damage control as well, outright denying the claim, saying the evidence they were given was false and misleading. Dang, bro.
Trust Bedima to deny everything.
With these recovered parts from the fire, it was reconstructed in Blender and determined that the model caps at 5,994 triangles.
They integrated the Blender screenshot into the story. That's hilarious and awesome.
The wireframe is one of its kind. Whoever created it must have extensive knowledge in modeling. Bro, okay. I think
Okay.
the glazing is getting a bit much, but I appreciate it.
What's
When
more is
Benimo
there?
was present, when they were presented with the damning evidence, they denied the existence and said the images were misleading. Thud, thud. The story continues in the official Jailbreak X/Twitter community. Depending on the result of this submission, the story of the Mythic Woods ending will change. Up to Benimo, choose an ending.
Choose an
Bro.
ending.
Know if it gets added or not. That's gonna
Oh
determine the
man.
ending.
So much effort was like put into like the narrative surrounding the Mythic Wood, all for it to probably not make it in. I'm just gonna
Why did this
say.
only get 100 upvotes?
No. My
No.
name is Gumdrop. I made the Mythic.
Wait, look. Asimo commented. He said, "Love the storyline touches."
Oh, that's awesome.
Asimo, please, we need this.
We need the Mythic.
It's up to Bedimo. Choose an ending. Uh,
With how it looks, and
yeah. Let's go back.
do we think the story has any potential of continuing? Do we think it's gonna get added?
I mean, the story will continue. It just depends on whether it gets good or bad ending.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be real. I don't think they're gonna pick this one. Sadly.
Yeah.
Gonna have to get the bad ending.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm not on Twitter, so y'all will have to look and see what he reports.
I don't use it either.
Okay, well, Metal Century or guys in chat, you'll have to tell me. So for this one, I'll give it a 3 out of 10. Next up is the Walker from Odd Cream. This one will get a 2 out of 10. I don't think it's gonna get picked because it doesn't have enough upvotes. Not super exciting, and not
Yeah.
super jungle themed to me.
Yeah, it's just an off-roader.
Yep. Okay, next up, Expeditioner from Plasmazilla. It's a wildlife research department vehicle. I kind of like it. It's pretty cool. I think it can seat 3
Yeah.
people, which is nice.
The texturing I really like.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if I'm gonna say something, it's honestly a lot like the Rever in terms of it being more of like a space exploration vehicle than a jungle expedition thing.
I don't really think so. I feel like this is specific enough. Like to me, a space vehicle would have to be a little bit more like sci-fi stuff added.
Hmm.
This could fit for like the Arctic as well, but
True.
I like how it fits here, but it's not exciting
Yeah.
enough as a
I'm
submission.
because like I'm seeing the use of color and like the dome at the top that really like gives off the vibes of like space exploration and like international space station like rovers and things like that. And what you
Yep.
said about it having like kind of Arctic exploration themes, the theming for this vehicle is very broad, and that might be a
Yep.
weakness to it in my opinion.
Harold, do you have any thoughts if you're still here?
On what? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
This
This
car.
is the Expeditioner.
Oh, I like the text. No,
How many
I like it. I like the detail they put in.
yeah, how many upvotes does it have?
265.
Decent
Okay,
support.
okay, I'll give it a 7.
I'll give it a 5.
I'll give it a 6 because people really like Plasmazilla's creations.
Next up, the Compass. This has a whopping 12 upvotes.
Nope.
Emergency Singer 900. I have an emergency message for you, sir. I'm sorry, you're not going to like it. This one will get a 1 out of 10. I don't think they're going to add it in the game, but I hope you keep making vehicles because you're awesome.
Yep.
Alright, move on.
Next up, the Frog Runner from the Goat. Oof Ed. Look at that. So it can also go in water, I think. Did I see some
Really?
propellers? Yes, I was
Literally,
right.
literally every vehicle can go in the water. What you talking about?
Like it can like float, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
The
kind of like
final
the
count
DeLorean, but
is
not really.
Final triangle count is right at 6,000. No, it's 6,009, bro.
Nerd.
This one will get a 5 out of 10 from me. Maybe a 6.
Yeah, me too.
Harold,
4.
4. Okay.
It kind of
Here,
looks
let's
like the Love We At, just like made an off-roader.
see. Missing the remnant in yo tabs. Okay, here. We're not missing it no more. Bro, what is going on? Here. Okay, what were we on? We were on the Jungle Jeep from Awesome Disco Guy.
Why does it look like a minion?
That's crazy.
That reminds me that when I was walking around in my city before, I actually did see a minion vehicle.
Really? No way.
Actually. Yeah, actually.
Sneak peek at season
Was it a Minion
26.
Cybertruck?
We don't get Cybertrucks down
Aw,
under.
man. You
Sorry to
guys,
tell
no
you.
wonder y'all aren't as cool as us.
If
Can I move
anything,
in
that
with
makes
you?
us better.
I
Yeah,
don't want
sure.
to see yeah, please. I don't want to see a Cybertruck.
Yeah, sure. I'll buy you your plane ticket.
Yay!
This one sadly gets a 1 out of 10 because not enough upvotes and design is too basic. What do you think?
Sounds about right.
Yep. Yep.
Okay,
You took the words out of my mouth.
let's see. There's this and then there's this. So the
God, so
penultimate
basic.
one is the Remnants. The Remnant was once a Sutek, I don't know how you say that. The state wagon, a large oversized station wagon, which was not the finest piece of American engineering when it debuted in 1977 and ran all the way into 88. Sure, the engine was considered bulletproof at the
You're not
time,
reading all
even
that.
if there's definitely an oil leak somewhere underneath. But who cares if the paint is chipping, the brakes are squeaking, it's burning oil and something's leaking. It's still chugging along over 40 years later in its mostly original shape, so that's all that matters. That was someone became gradually more and more obsessed with their trusty steed and went to ham, creating a conqueror of the lands above and below the beaten path. This particular estate wagon has been made to suffer the toughest of terrain in the harshest of climates. Built to clear through dense foliage, wade through rivers of water, and provide a mostly comfortable and safe journey to you and 3 other lunatics, all thanks to the FISAR fully expandable intuitive speech activated root system found inside. Oh, and air conditioning. That's also nice to have somewhat. Other modifications include a large spotlight ripped straight from I can't speak. Ripped straight from a marine vessel, complete with solar array on either side of the rear core windows to help replenish the massive power draw said light takes. A custom-built tent box on the roof sack, armored bumpers for tearing through walls and trees at full force, and various interior upgrades, all while sitting on a highly modified truck chassis. Whether you're in the heart of the Amazon feeling the freeze of the tundra or simply keeping the ghosts on the road, the Remnant is the car that will get you to whatever destination you desire, even if it looks a little worse in person. Okay, what do you guys think?
This is kind of like the Jungle Jeep if it was like good.
Harold,
Ugh,
is he
what?
dead?
I'm sorry, I fell asleep because
Too much yap from
yeah,
me.
I can't believe you read all that.
What do you think?
Uh, mm, you know what? I gotta give it respect for all the yapping there was. So I might just give it a 7 for that sole reason alone.
Man, I will give it a 4 out of 10 because it's cool,
Why?
but they're gonna pick something else over this one, so I don't think it has high likelihood of getting added to the game.
All right, when it gets added, we're all gonna point and laugh at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking
Listen,
I'm thinking 8 out
I'm
of 10.
begging to be wrong, okay? I'm begging. Please.
Smosh in chat just reminded me that it also kind of looks like the Pizza Planet truck from Toy
Yes, it
Story and
does.
other Pixar films. I just realized that. Bonus points for that. I love this.
Beautiful.
All right,
Also,
now it's an
bonus
8
lore in
now it's an 8.
DMs. Okay, we gotta look at that.
Oh,
Just for when
brother.
you get to it again, The Remnant is a big old love letter to one of my favorite indie games, that being Pacific Drive, a survival driving game where you are stuck in an exclusion zone in the Pacific Northwest, with the wagon being your only salvation. I based the Jailbreak car loosely on my car, the game. Oh, very cool.
Hmm.
The wagon itself is based on various big 70s and 80s station wagons and other American work vehicles, such as the Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser, Buick Estate Wagon, Ford Country Squire, and the Chevrolet C10 pickup, to name a few. It has a two-tone color on the exterior. You misspelled color, by the way. The wood is simply a secondary texture. Modifications include jacked up, totally not stolen from a light truck, roof box tent to sleep, giant floodlight borrowed from a tower, solar array to power the massive light, armored bumpers to plow through walls or plow into other cars, ladder to get into the tent. The light would also rotate similarly to a helicopter light. That would be really cool. The whole premise of this car was to make something that could actually survive in a jungle, conquer anything, and get you anywhere within reason. I prefer something that makes sense rather than something hopelessly impractical like a supercar covered in crap, a car with a cage for doors, a giant rover, etc. Personally, this is my favorite submission I've maybe ever made, as I've actually wanted to make this for literal months, and it turned out great. Yes, it did. Also, shout out to Pacific Drift and Ironwood Studios for the inspiration. I highly recommend it. 9 out of 10 in game. Harold, what did I just say? Repeat all that
Are you
back to
quite?
me.
Are you quite done?
Were you not paying attention?
No.
Wow.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I love the lore. I love how Zero like puts a lot of like description
Yes,
and
she
lore behind
does.
it. All of her submissions are methodical
Yes.
and like functional, I guess.
Color is spelt color in some places. Well, those places get it wrong.
But let me try to pronounce it. Color. I hear the U,
Color.
so I think you're wrong.
Color.
I hear the U. Color. There you go.
Just
With that
a few
logic,
more.
it should be COLUR, bro.
Huh?
Exactly.
Estonian
Just
is my first
In
language, and
that
I was
case,
taught that color is the correct form. Bro, no, it's not. Listen, I'm gonna
nope.
Google it right now. You guys will all be proven wrong. How to spell color. Look,
Whoa.
it's Google, bro.
Hold on, me. How
Google can
to
never be wrong.
spell color? Even when you put a U in it, it gives the exact same result.
Sorry, guys. Listen, I know it's tough being wrong, but
aren't we all wrong? It should be COLUR.
yeah, but
No.
the way we spelled it is the most accurate way.
Kill your shit.
Okay.
All right, lastly, we have the mosquito. You know what? I'm down winning this because I hate mosquitoes. This is from
Same.
Cody. Okay, buddy, you got a
Is
lot of
this?
pixels.
Can I have more of those pixels?
Look, can we get some of them pixels? Y'all got any more of them, bruh? Y'all got any more of the pixels?
Y'all got any more of the pixels?
I'll
Bro,
pixel
Is
your
this
face. How about
the
that?
same dude who made the jungle junk spoiler?
why are the pixels in every screenshot?
No, it's not.
Ah,
What is that
I still want it.
topology?
why are there 30? Why are there 20 comments? Listen, it's a plane. Sorry, so 1 out of 10. They're not gonna add it.
Yeah, this is like a -1 out of 10 because the model looks too blocky. They don't add planes for seasons, and somehow the topology is even worse. Like it has like Garden of Banban topology.
bruh.
Ugh. Ugh. Lots of black.
Guys, I hate to admit it, but the mosquito one for real, for real. No, bruh. I'm gonna have to quit
Oh,
jailbreak because these will be swarming me. Alrighty. Well, um, I guess looking back, I think the vehicle that I expect to win will be the Cobra.
Me too.
So I will give the Cobra a 10 out of 10. I think they're gonna pick this one. And
Yeah,
the one, I think this one would be the runner-up, the Thornback.
I think for me the Remnant would be the runner-up.
Was that Zewo's?
Yeah,
Yes, bro. Zewo needs the season W. Please, Jailbreak devs.
exactly. Also, Zero in chat was the on the Reddit post, but was the description inspired by like how the announcer describes vehicles in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit? I know you're a fan of that, and and in that game, the description is very similar. I love that game.
Is Harold still here, or is he dead? No, he's still here. Morkiz is here too. Morkiz, what's up, my brother? Well, yes, but I kind of just ramble for 30 minutes. That's what she said in the
Ah,
chat.
That's
And
what
write
she
stuff.
said.
that's kind of how that is.
Alrighty, well, what do you guys think of the season theme overall, and are you looking forward to it?
If they pick the right things, I think this could be a very solid season.
Harold, are you alive? Send help.
Hmm?
Thoughts on
Harold-
I'm
season?
right here.
Would this Harold, is this season going to be so good it'll bring you back to the game?
What do you think?
I think yes.
Only if they add the boulder.
Only if they add the boulder. All right.
I just
Well,
want to
I
I just want to point out
They
Yes?
said they were gonna revamp the common safe, so maybe the boulder could be in that.
what the common saves give the fiasco, I want to
Fiasco.
say.
Yep.
Guys, y'all got to get the fiasco. I don't want to spoil my vehicle ranking, but it's going to rank super high. It's a very, very nice vehicle. Y'all got to get it. All right. Well,
Okay.
thank you all
Uh,
for Oh, go ahead.
I just want to point out that my ratings were actually based on how much I like them since I don't play the game anymore. Sorry.
Well, your ratings were still
Guys,
pretty accurate.
don't trust
Okay.
Harold. He's crazy. Trust me because I'm an avid
Tr- tr-
jailbreakian.
Tr-
Yep.
Fine.
You know what
Exactly.
we need in Jailbreak? The cactus spoiler. True.
Yes.
Can you let that go?
I'm not letting it go because they ripped it from me, Harold. They ripped it from me. Harold, you don't understand what it feels like to love something and have it just torn away from you. And that's what happened with the cactus spoiler. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me for 2 hours. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for the season. And come back tomorrow because the Minecraft saga
Exactly.
will be beginning. And hopefully I will have a video by next weekend, and it will be a pretty epic one. All right, thank you all for joining. Have a great rest of your day or night. Any last words from the panel?
Nope.
Uh,
Subscribe to Metal Century?
Any videos coming soon?
I have a video up right now, not doing so hot, about scamming and jailbreak
Scamming.
trading. You could go check
Yeah.
that out. Next video might be, I don't know, I have to check the list, but 2023 is coming out in like the near future, and I do actually have a pretty big project coming up
Awesome.
soon. But yeah.
Harold, anything we can expect from you?
Chicken jockey.
Chicken Jockey,
Woo!
Flint and Steel.
Flint and Steel.
Thanks, I guess.
Listen, I'm gonna get some Minecraft movie memes in the soundboard for tomorrow, alright? Anyway,
Okay.
thanks for watching, y'all, and I have some final words for everyone. La 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 lava, ch 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 chicken. Steve's
Wait, no, I got one.
chicken, yeah, it's tasty as
I got one.
hell. Ooh,
Ooh,
mamacita, yeah,
spicy
you're ringing the bell.
bell.
Crispy and juicy, and now we're having a snack. Oh, I can't top that. That's beautiful. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your